Welcome back to the Paranormal Roundup, where we have got one hell of an episode for you guys today. With Twin Paranormal sinking thousands of dollars into a project that might need to be completely scrapped after their idea is stolen, and us actually being at the forefront of the paranormal drama over the past week. We're going to deep dive into all of this and deliver it to you guys. Twin Paranormal at the moment are one of the biggest paranormal groups on the internet, with well over 400,000 subscribers and racking in well over 400,000 views per video. It's safe to say that they are currently on top of their game, but things seem to come crashing down on them a few days ago when on the 9th of March, Twin Paranormal tweeted, "It's so crazy that we've been working so hard on an idea for over a year and it all of a sudden gets taken from you." This left people incredibly confused because nobody had any idea what they could possibly be talking about. With no leaks prior to this on any projects that they might be working on apart from their paranormal investigations, it started a bit of a buzz around the comments. And a day later they provide their fans with a bit more context as to what they're going on about, tweeting, "We've been working for over a year to launch a content house, putting thousands of dollars into the name The Ghost House, and we will be talking about it more this Sunday. But as of right now, another content creator just announced that they have a place called Ghost House. No disrespect whatsoever, but we will be continuing what we've put all our money and time into for the past year. We've paid for the name and space for this and had the plan to release the surprise in 2 weeks. But now it's an issue." Then going on to tweet more about how they are going to continue with the idea regardless of other people releasing. They've got the exact same idea. And it's very apparent to hear the frustration within these tweets. Interestingly though, going on to Twitter now, you can see that these tweets have subsequently been deleted, with another tweet replacing it saying, "We respect you boys a lot and thank you for letting us continue our year's worth of work." Not providing any names on who else had the idea, it left the community baffled as to who this could have possibly been, and hoping for answers in their most recent video. As promised, everybody was watching in the hopes to see what was going on. But when watching the video, they make no mention of this whatsoever. Perhaps they came to a resolve with the other people involved and decided that to take down these tweets. But we had another thought about this. Could this be a very clever marketing stunt from the boys to try and promote, using drama, their new content house that they were planning on doing? The only mention that they've made of this is that they plan to do more collaborations with a lot more people in the future. Maybe this is to do with the content house. Who knows? I guess for now we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that, with Twin Paranormal keeping their lips very sealed at the moment. But watch this space, because as soon as something happens with that, we'll be talking about it. Before we carry on with the video, we want to give a massive shout out to our channel members, as without the support from those guys, the things that we're able to do in our house and the videos that we're able to make just wouldn't be possible. And because of their small contributions, they also get exclusive perks like extra videos every single week, early access to videos, and regular shout outs just like this. So if you want to become a channel member, then be sure to get down in the description or the pinned comment where there will be a link. Anyway, back to the video. But going on from that, we're going to dive into something that happened with us, and this really got the paranormal community talking, which came as a bit of a surprise to us. Now this is surrounding us, Really Haunted, and a TV show called Help, My House is Haunted, which is actually hosted by Barri Ghai, a very well-respected paranormal investigator who's been running this show for multiple years now. A lot of people actually really respect Barri and take a lot of what he says as gospel surrounding paranormal investigations. But interestingly, Barri did something a few days ago that really blindsided all of us. On his personal Instagram page, he posted, "I just thought I would address this as I get so many DMs, comments and emails from all of you offering genuine help to Lainey and Ben or Lee from Really Haunted, tagging us and Lee into the post. They both seem to be experiencing some insane paranormal activity at their homes. I've reviewed many hours of video for unexplained caught on camera and personally do struggle to debunk the activity in their homes and to come up with answers. They've both been contacted many times by production with an offer for us to visit them for Help, My House is Haunted, but for whatever reason, they've chosen to decline. I would personally like to provide them with additional evidence, answers, and if desired, peace for their families. If they're up for it, we would love to visit. You know who to call if you need help. Hashtag help. My house is haunted." And with countless people tagging us in this post, it was impossible for us to ignore. But we felt a little bit of frustration towards this post, as yes, we were contacted by Help, My House is Haunted 3 years ago, with one of the producers giving us a call after working on another show that their parent company also runs called Unexplained Caught on Camera. The offer was for us to go on to Help, My House is Haunted, but we needed to seek permission from our landlords through, at the time, the letting agent that we were with, and that was going to take a few days as they weren't open on weekends and we were contacted on a Friday. So we actually asked for a couple of days to try and talk over the situation and to try and seek permission to have a film crew come into the house. The producer of the show said that that was fine and he would call us back on the Monday. We got all of our stuff in order, but we never heard back from the producer, which led us to believe that the slot was taken by someone else, and we heard absolutely nothing from that point on. Unfortunately though, we wanted to try and comment on Barry's post, but the comments were limited, which meant that we weren't able to defend ourselves at all, and we took an absolute hammering in Barry's comments. And we were a little bit frustrated with this as well, as there seemed to be very little moderation of the comments section. Now, of course, we cannot speak on behalf of Lee from Really Haunted. We don't know what the situation is with Lee and Help My House is Haunted. We can only talk on our behalf, so that's all I'll be doing. So he may well have been contacted many times, I don't know. But this did provoke us to respond on our Instagram page, where we said, "Hey, at Barri Ghai," tagging him in the post. "How's it going? We've just seen your post on Instagram. Unfortunately, we aren't able to comment on your post as it's saying it's restricted for some reason. We were called around 2 to 3 years ago by your producers of the show to be a feature on Help My House is Haunted. When asked if we'd go on, we asked for some time to talk about what we wanted to do, as we were renting the property we were in, so we'd need to seek permission to have a crew in the house unattended for a period of time. And also because we needed to discuss whether we wanted to open up our home to filming, as unlike when we've been on other shows, Help My House is Haunted asked that we leave the premises to stay in a hotel so the filming can take place. This is something that can feel quite invasive and needs a lot of thought for us. I'm sure many people would feel the same about allowing so many people into their home in such context. Your producer told us he'd call us back 2 days later, and then when we didn't hear anything, we assumed that the slot for the show would have already been taken, so we didn't think anything of it. This is the only time we've ever been contacted by anyone relating to your show. No one's reached out privately or publicly since until this post. I'm not sure if this is something that you were aware of. Just to be clear though, we've never turned you or your team down. Anyway, we would love to have you come over to our house to validate the things that we have going on. I'm sure you won't walk away empty-handed. Again though, I can't make any promises yet, as this house we're in, again, is a rental property, so we'd need to seek permission from our landlord before we can commit to anything in concrete. We hope you understand, and if you want to talk further, perhaps we can DM or even email. And this is something that Barry actually did. He did get in contact with us and talk to us privately about the situation. He actually explained to us that he was unaware that the crew had only reached out one time, and that was a very long time ago, and that they never got back to us. So he apologised for his accusations within the post. But sadly, because of this, the comment section absolutely ridiculed us in his post, but that did leak over into our posts as well, with people coming over with hundreds of hate comments towards us because we supposedly wouldn't allow Barry or his team into the house, which simply was never the case. And as a result of this, Barry actually mentioned to us that he was going to be deleting the post because he didn't realise the impact that it was going to have. But this didn't stop the paranormal community from all jumping on this bandwagon, with an incredibly popular Facebook page called Ghosts of Britain hopping on the story as well, posting a video to their YouTube channel the following day to this post being made. And in the video they made some very, very interesting points.
Lainey and Ben do not need Help My House is Haunted. They're doing well without them. They don't need them. Why would they possibly want them? The only reason they would ever go on the show is to draw more eyeballs to them, but they don't need it. They really don't need it. They're doing well as they are. Help My House is Haunted, on the other hand, need eyeballs. And how do you do that? By contacting Lee from Really Haunted and Lainey and Ben. It will draw attention. And there's a comment here from someone called Stuart. I contacted both yourself and Ian Lawman and many other high-profile ghost hunters for help, but never heard back from them. Let me tell you why you never heard back from them, Stuart. Because it didn't appeal. It didn't appeal with the ratings, with the draw of the haunting. End of the day, they do not need Help My House is Haunted. It's more like Help My House is Haunted needs them. And they know that. That's why they're not interested.
Now, Ghosts of Britain are people that we have worked with in the past a very, very long time ago. And when we worked with them, we also worked with a psychic medium called Deborah Davies, who is incredibly well known, also on Facebook with over 500,000 followers, who also commented on her own page and in our comment section telling us that this would be a good idea. Now, talks currently are still ongoing between us and Barry. By the time you see this video, there might be something of it. We're not sure yet. Barry being incredibly busy out investigating, so he didn't have time to talk to us there and then, which was absolutely fine. So watch this space as something incredible might be happening. So that's it for the Paranormal Roundup this week. Please let me know down in the comments what you think of all of this drama. Do you think us going on Help My House is Haunted would be a good move? Or do you think that we might be better off without them? I'd actually really like to hear your thoughts and opinions on that. And if you've got any drama that you want us to cover in a future episode, then leave it down in the comments and we'll be sure to take a look at it. And until next time, I hope you've enjoyed and we'll speak to you later. Peace!